And we're joined now by someone who has been in court all week, attorney Terri Austin, here in studio for us. Thank you so much for your time, Terri. So what do you make of this dismissal of the top count?
Well, the defense was arguing for a mistrial when the jury came back twice and said they couldn't make a decision. The prosecution said, listen, we will drop that. And the judge said, I agree with the prosecution. We should dismiss this. And the reason is you can bring alternate charges of both that manslaughter and the criminal homicide, but you can't have it where that top charge is a mistrial and then move on to the second one under the case law in New York. So under the case law, that top charge has to be decided. It can't be a mistrial. What it does is it avoids the jury doing a compromise, and it avoids the prosecution coming back and charging on that higher count. It could be inconsistent. So the judge made the right decision under the case law.
So we know the jury was dismissed today. They'll continue deliberating on Monday on that lesser charge. What else can we expect next week when they come back together on Monday?
Well, Stephanie, I actually thought that they could come back today because it was about 3:30 when the judge dismissed that top charge. But he said, listen, I want you to go home. I want you to get some rest. Don't think about this case and come back fresh on Monday. So I think they're going to come back Monday morning. And I really think we're going to have a verdict on that second criminally negligent homicide charge. The only issue is whether or not there was justification. And the jury asked about that earlier, and I think they're having trouble determining, was he justified in this deadly physical force?
And getting on the same page, when do you expect a decision? How long do you think this will go for?
I think they'll go a few hours in the morning. Oftentimes, juries like to have lunch, so maybe right after lunch. But I do think we could possibly see something on Monday. That second lesser charge is not as convoluted or complicated, so I do think we'll see something. If not Monday, the early part of the next week.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Terri, thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Appreciate your time.